Hi there, I'm the Flash, and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection, UK. Thank you, Flash. And talking Flash, we've got Flash trailers to talk about in this video. But as I talk away, I thought I'd give you an overview of some of the toys in the collection. Rather than you just looking at me and the screen, we're going to look at some toys. So down here we have one of my newest purchases. It is a retro sort of vintage 1991 Toad Croaker vehicle from the Bucky O'Hare line. So Deadeye Duck gets to pilot his ship and croak some toads. So I've cleaned it up nicely, got it on eBay for about £30, and it's come up quite well. So I'm going to talk about Super7 Simpsons though to start this video off, because this afternoon, literally within the last 10 minutes, they've announced the next wave featuring king-size Homer. Yes, the figure I've wanted more than any other in the Super7 line. Homer Simpson in his dress when he has to put on the weight to get on disability benefit and try and work from home, living the dream. Homer in that one. Finally announced. I'm very happy that it's actually that figure, because there was some doubt from the duck that it might be Herb, his brother, but luckily it wasn't. It was Homer in his dress, so I am super excited. Also, some random ones announced for that wave, including Drederick Tatum, the boxer, who is a play on Mike Tyson, I do believe. We've then got the old neighbour himself. We've got Ned Flanders, but in his devil outfit, Ned the Devil. So probably can pass on that one, I think, for me. And then the final figure in the wave, a big one, Radioactive Man. So that's a definite purchase from Super7 there. I say the reason you're looking at Bucky O'Hare and not Simpsons figures is because the Simpsons figures haven't arrived in the UK yet, so I haven't got any. So when they come, that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, very excited about that wave of Simpsons. Again, no sort of standard regular characters in the wave, so I do get the feeling that Super7 are probably not going to be doing standard versions of the main family, which is a bit disappointing, but I hope they kind of change their mind and do that. If you look at this sort of Hasbro Dungeons and Dragons cube there, so that is Simpsons done. So during the Super Bowl itself, or literally just before it kicked off actually, the Flash trailer, it dropped, and my goodness, was that good. So there's one of the only figures I have of the Flash, which is from the Batman 1990s animated series sort of style figures. That's from the Justice League series that came after Batman. They did the Justice League characters here in the DC Collectibles DC Direct collection. So as we talk about the trailer, I'll give you an overview of these Batman style figures, and there's a reason we're talking Batman here. So if you haven't seen the trailer, please do go watch it first, because I'll be spoiling the shit out of it here. So, Ezra Miller. Yeah, bit of a twat really, let's be fair, but the film, my goodness, does that look good. So they gave a lot away in this trailer, but because of Ezra, I think they need to try and entice people to actually come and out and see the film. So that's why they've actually given quite a lot away within the trailer, as this is supposed to, I think, kind of reboot the DCEU into sort of James Gunn's DCU. So get rid of the E, Extended's gone. It's just going to be the DC universe going forward. So after all these years then, childhood favourite Michael Keaton returns as Batman, and you do get the famous "I'm Batman." The line actually happens in the trailer, so they're going to give that away in the trailer. Either they're giving too much, or there's some good surprises and things to come within the film. So I am quite a fan of the Snyderverse. I do like Ben Affleck as Batman, one of my favourites as Batman. Well, actually, I got quite a lot of favourite Batmans already. Keaton was great. Well, George Clooney and Val Kilmer, that was a bit of a waste of time. But Christian Bale was great as Batman. I like Affleck as Batman as well. So, and Ken Patterson. So yeah, I just like Batman basically. I think you've discovered from this, and there's going to be a lot of Batman in this film, because not only do we get old man Michael Keaton Batman, we do get Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne Batman as well, and potentially he's gone more of a sort of grey and blue suit for Affleck from what I've seen. But having them both in the same film, I think it's going to be quite epic. Also, a thing that got me really excited about the trailer is seeing Zod and all the stuff from the original sort of first film of the Snyderverse, Man of Steel. That was an absolute shock. I was rather excited when I saw Zod. Zod's always one figure I've kind of always wanted, but there's not really a great one out there of the Snyderverse version of Zod. So to see him was quite shocking. So I'm really looking forward to them kind of maybe revisiting Man of Steel or part of that universe. It seems like they end up in Keaton's universe, where there's no superheroes, there's no sort of metahumans within that within that universe. So we've got a couple of Barry Allens, and I say Ezra Miller's all over this one. So as long as he doesn't be quite as twattish, hopefully the film actually will see release in June, and I think I'll be going to the cinema to see that one because it does look absolutely epic. So please do let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Flash trailer, because I was really surprised. It was kind of way better than I thought it was, and the multiverse they're using. So it's probably their version of sort of Spider-Man No Way Home, seeing all those different versions of Batman and everything in the same film. So if it's half as good as No Way Home, I think we're in for a bit of a treat with that one. Guardians of the Galaxy, talking James Gunn. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer, extended trailer, also dropped yesterday around Super Bowl time. I like the soundtrack on it, but that one doesn't have me as excited. I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, probably one of my least favourite films in the entire MCU. And kind of on the fence about this one. That trailer didn't fully convince me that it's going to be a great film. It can sometimes try and be too funny, I think, Guardians, and it doesn't always come across. And I'm not a massive fan of Chris Pratt. He does kind of irritate me, so nothing overly exciting in that one. Hopefully we do get to see the origin of Rocket Raccoon, though, so that could be a good sort of subplot of the film, with the High Evolutionary and everything, who seems to be the same guy from Peacemaker as well. So James Gunn does seem to like to get his mates in all the films. So as we look over this Batman collection, one of my favourites in the toy room, literally I think Holiday Joker is one of the only ones I'm missing, along with Alfred. Otherwise we've got, I think, over 50 figures in the line as I pan out there. So some good trailers yesterday. And talking of toys, though, some good toys were dropped in terms of Jada Toys Street Fighter. So let me move to the other side of the room. So here we are in the Storm Collectibles section and my current Street Fighter collection. So you may have seen me on Dan Who Legends and Liquor last night here on YouTube, but I was suffering from camera issues as the webcam decided to die on me just as we were getting to the Jada Toys Street Fighter bits. So I thought, right, I'll film my opinions on the Jada Toys Street Fighter right here. So as I say, these are the Storm Collectibles, but they are very pricey. Jada Toys are coming in the UK at $22.95 at Props and Replicas, or I think today they've actually dropped on Star Action Figures at $21.95. So that's a really good price in today's climate for a 6-inch figure, with the accessories they come in and the sort of packaging, because they're going sort of retro video game packaging on them as we zoom in on some of these. So I'm thinking potentially keeping them as a mint on card set, because I think they would look quite nice on the wall in that sort of retro video game packaging, and having the Storm Collectibles open. But you can get 4 Jada Toys Street Fighter figures for the price of 1 of these Storm Collectibles. So I think they really are going to represent good value. They're pinless. Their articulation scheme from the photos look great. So in Wave 1, they're doing Ryu, they're doing Fei Long, and Chun-Li there at the back. Shout out the super producer himself. He wants Chun-Li. She is still coming, I think, in Wave 1. She's just on a slight delay, so she hasn't gone up for pre-order just yet. And in Wave 2, you've got M. Bison, the main villain of the series. You've got Dalsim, which will be a great figure, because they've said that will come with interchangeable, extendable limbs. And Ken Masters himself there is also going to be in Wave 2. So that's a very strong 2-wave lineup to start with. They have said they're going to try and do all 16 of the original sort of Street Fighter characters from Street Fighter 2. So it'll be really good to get a much more complete collection of the Street Fighter figures, because with these Storm Collectible ones, what we've been going 4 or 5 years probably now with the line, I would say, something like that, and we're probably halfway through the collection. And my favourite character, which is Blanca, the old green fella with the electrocution. I used to press down in A, I think it was, on the Sega Mega Drive, that would do his electrocution move. He hasn't come out yet. He has been announced, though. I think they announced him at Comic-Con last year, that we are finally going to get Blanca here in the Street Fighter line from Storm Collectibles, but we'll probably get him quicker from Jada Toys. So I have got potentially a little cube here for a Capcom cube. I could open the Jada Toys, so we'll have to see what we could do with that. We could do Marvel versus Capcom, though, because that's going to be a great line, because I think they are going to scale with Marvel Legends. So I am really excited about this Jada line, especially we got the Iron Man figure from Marvel Legends this year, one of the exclusives that comes in the 90s yellow colour from the video game. So Jada toys, I think, could potentially be the way to go. Street Fighter, one of the biggest games of my childhood. Used to play it every weekend on my cousin's Sega Mega Drive. So great memories of Street Fighter. Still play it to this day in the 30th anniversary collection on the PS4. I could try streaming that, I suppose. I'm pretty crap though. Literally, I just spam Blanca's electrocution attack is what I do with that. So Jada Toy Street Fighter are coming. I wonder, hopefully they could get some other video game licenses as we pan up here. You see I've got Golden Axe from Storm. Mortal Kombat. I know McFarlane have tried some Mortal Kombats, but they're not the greatest, to be honest. So any other lines you'd like to see from Jada, anybody, please do let me know down in the comments. This could be one I think they could potentially do, which is Tekken. Got a few of the Tekken 7 Storm collectibles figures down here, along with Axel from Streets of Rage 4. So maybe some Streets of Rage figures from the original games and other Mega Drive classics. So again, please in the comments do let me know your Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis memories for our American friends out there. So that's pretty much it for today, I think. Really just a short one. Really excited by the Flash trailer, so I thought I'd jump on and talk about that. Homer Simpson, I literally just lost my mind seeing Homer in dress, so I thought I need to talk about that. And as I say, my camera let me down yesterday, so I didn't get the full Jada Toys talk, so I'll try it on the channel today. So excited for Jada Toys there on pre-order as well. So this has just been a short one from me. I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. Please do like and subscribe. Massive shout out to Dan Who for last night. Little plug on the live stream. Got me to 600 subscribers, and that worked. I hit 600 subscribers while live in the show, so thank you to everybody for subscribing. As the road to 1,000 subscribers in 2023 does continue. So I am off to go and try and list some stuff on eBay, because I need to make some sales to pay for all these bloody toys. I'll see you on the next video, everybody. Bye now.